Welcome back to the Massive Impact Podcast, episode 010. Hard to believe this is our 10th episode. In the studio today, following up on this entrepreneur series of podcasts, we talked about turbulence in the last one. And today I want to talk about, okay, you have landed somehow, some way, your first customer. Now what? Because this is where the rubber really meets the road, okay? I am the CEO of the Verada Group. We are an industrial engineering firm that goes into manufacturing companies and service-based companies, and we add massive value. We try to find, and typically do find, a 10 to 1 ROI on what our client is spending. We find that through inefficiencies. So that is what we bring to the table. And I'm going to kind of give you some guidelines for not only our first customer, but your 100th customer, how to deal with them in terms of the delivery, in terms of expectations, because you should be excited. You've landed your first customer. Some things to consider. Your customer has an expectation because you have sold them something. You have sold them a product or a service. If you want repeat business, you might get that from this customer, but you're only going to get that and or referrals if at a minimum, you provide what it is that they bought, okay? Minimum. So what am I getting at here? That's an obvious statement. What I'm getting at here is if you are just giving the minimum, that might not be enough. Now, technically, maybe you fulfilled the contract, but how are you really standing out? How are you standing out amongst other suppliers, vendors, to your customer if you're just fulfilling it? And you might say, well, hey, that's the contractual terms. I did my job. Technically, yes, but you don't want to just do your job. You don't want to just blend in with everyone else. So a principle that we adhere to in the Verada Group, and I tell my guys this all the time: do more. Do more. So if I'm reviewing a project with one of my guys and I see what the expectations are, I'm going to say, okay, great. What else did you do? What else did you provide? What else did you deliver on? Is there another area that you looked at in the plant? Is there another line that you looked at? Did you assess another area? Did you maybe improve another metric? And if you have that mentality and you fulfill more than required, your stickability rate, I call it, is going to be much higher, meaning that client is going to come back again and again and again, hopefully. And we have proven that very much is the case. So with your first client, okay, absolutely deliver what it is that's expected, but always look to do a little bit more, especially in the service-based. Product might be a little different, but hey, if a customer is buying a product and you ship it to them, what did the packaging look like? What was the delivery time? Was it less time than what you said? If so, then you are over-delivering. So don't get stuck in this box of thinking that, I did my job, because customers can sense that mentality, that attitude a mile away. Again, if it's a product, what did you do a little bit above and beyond? Have you ever bought an Apple iPhone or an Apple Mac? Take a look at the packaging. You didn't buy it for the packaging. They could have gone cheap on the packaging. Chances are you have not thrown all of your packaging on an Apple product away because it's just so nice. Well, take that mentality and weave it into whatever you do. Whatever you do, just do more. I love the motto too from Nike: just do it. Just do more. So I hope that this is a little nugget of wisdom that you can take with you. So many people don't even do what is required, by the way, with their customers, which is just a shame. a lot of companies shouldn't even be in business, and there's a lot of unethical people out there and immoral people out there, but those are not typically the successful people. Okay, also, since you've landed this first customer, do not take your eye off the ball regarding sales. Okay, so you're delivering something to this first customer. If it's a service-based company that you have, it's going to be a little more difficult to go out there and find your next customer while you're delivering the service for this first one. But you cannot take your eye off the ball. You have to be cognizant that when this first customer of yours, in this case, is complete with your service, that you're going to have your pipeline filled. So, again, a lot of entrepreneurs, they get kind of lucky with that first customer, let's call it, but they didn't have a system in place. They had nothing in place for their pipeline after that first customer, after that first contract. So if you do that and you put sort of the blinders on, your pipeline is going to dry up. So again, I hope this makes sense, this podcast, this episode. Be thinking about what you are doing more of. And I even kind of live by the motto, overpromise and then overdeliver. Okay? Say yes now, figure it out later, and then over-deliver on that promise. So again, hope this helps you guys. As an entrepreneur, I know it has helped me and my company vastly, and we look to do this anywhere and everywhere that we can, just over-deliver, and you're going to start getting very busy. Until next time, guys, we appreciate you being here for the podcast. Be sure to click the link below, subscribe, follow. We're on Apple, we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube. Again, share this with somebody that you think might need it as an entrepreneur. And until next time, talk soon. Thank you.